Alright, what's good everybody? It's your man Akeem and welcome to today's vlog. We are continuing my top 5 rankings for each position coming into the NFL. Today, it's all about the running backs. At number 5, it's a little bit of a surprise for you guys. Jordan Todman from Connecticut. I think he's a great back. He was this year's Big East Offensive Player of the Year, rushing for over 1,600 yards with 5 yards per carry. He's a tough player. For most of the season, he had to deal with an elbow injury, but he toughed it out and became the workhorse for Connecticut's offense. The one thing that a lot of people are worried about is his size. At 5'9", 193, he has a little bit of a bulk, but he's short as a running back coming into the NFL. Most of the running backs in the league are at least 6 feet, and a lot of people and a lot of scouts are worried about his size. But I don't really think size really matters because there are a lot of great short backs throughout the history of NFL. Barry Sanders, Warwick Dunn, Maurice Jones-Drew of this era. These are great running backs that I mentioned, and it's not really all about the size. It's more about what's inside here, inside of their heart. It's all about their bark, how big of a bark they can give. And I think that he will be a great asset to any team. I have him going in the 3rd round coming into this year's NFL draft. At number 4 is DeMarco Murray from Oklahoma. I believe that out of all of my backs I'm going to mention today, he's the best all-purpose back because of how well he receives the ball outside of the backfield. He caught for over 500 yards this season, plus 700 yards rushing. He had a great year. One thing that a lot of people are concerned, obviously, is his durability issues. He continues to get hurt throughout his college football career, injury after injury. The reason behind this, though, I believe, is his running style. He runs pretty high as a running back, and I think he needs to learn how to protect himself and duck his shoulder. Because of his running style, running so high, it's easier for a defender to tackle him and tackle him with authority and punishment. And because of his style, he had to deal with a lot of injuries. If he learns to duck his shoulder and protect himself and stay healthy, he will be a great player for any team in the NFL. At number 3 is Ryan Williams for Virginia Tech. He was a great player throughout his career. In his redshirt freshman season, he rushed for over 1,600 yards and 21 touchdowns. That year, I thought he was the best back in the ACC, including C.J. Spiller. Over C.J. Spiller, I mean. He will be a great complementary coming into the NFL because during his career at Virginia Tech, he had to share the ball with a couple of other great running backs on that team, David Wilson and Darren Evans. Evans rushed for over 1,000 yards too while he was at Virginia Tech. Now, one thing this year, he had to deal with a lot of injuries, and he missed most of the season. But he's a fast running back. He runs a 4.45 40. He will be a great asset to any team. At number 2, I would have to go with Michael LaShore from Illinois. This guy, I believe, was the best player in the Big Ten this season. He rushed for over 1,600 yards, and he basically was under the radar this season. He had a great sophomore year, and I kept my eye on him this season, and I believe that he was the best player this year. A lot of people are concerned about people comparing him to Rashad Mendenhall, who also went to Illinois, who was also number 5 for the team, the number 5 jersey, I mean. He was a great player at Illinois, and a lot of people are comparing Michael LaShore to Rashad Mendenhall. A lot of people are thinking about, hey, is he going to be a breakout player or a bust in the NFL? I think he will be a breakout player, and I think he will go in the 1st round of this year's draft. At number 1, Mark Ingram from Alabama. He reminds me a lot of Emmitt Smith. Short, stocky, quick, and very patient in between the holes. He has great vision, and he knows when to make a cut and when to duck his shoulder. He knows how to protect himself. And one thing I like most about Mark Ingram is his yards after contact. He continues to move forward every time he gets in contact with another player. He's very hard to tackle, and he's very low to the ground, what makes it hard for defenders to tackle him. Now, at this position at running back, it's pretty important to have a great back, but you can find a great running back anywhere in the country, anywhere for the NFL draft. A couple of players I'm gonna that are great honorable mentions for today's blog are Alex Green of Hawaii, who's quick and he can also catch the ball outside the backfield. Kendall Hunter of Oklahoma, who rushed for over 1,500 yards. And we have another great running back from California, Shane Vereen. All of these 3 players I mentioned are under the radar, and I think that a lot of scouts will need to look at these players. They are outstanding players, and I believe that they will be great assets to the team. For the next vlog, I'm going to talk about the receivers, my top 5 receivers coming into the NFL. Thank you for watching today's vlog. I'm your man Akeem. Be easy.